I know it's been a hot minute since I filmed. I decided to film since I'm home alone and there's nobody here. I am currently making myself some dinner. Mac and cheese, to be exact. You can't really see that, can you? There is noodles in there, mac and cheese noodles. Yes, I'm making it from a box. Tonight's my lazy night, guys. Okay, don't judge me. So, I already measured out my noodles because I split the box that I get from the store into thirds because I don't eat the whole box. That's kind of a lot for me. So, you know. But yeah, I have the noodles measured and I'm going to go ahead and get out my pot so I can... Oh, right, I forgot. I baked cookies today and so the pots are over here. So give me a moment. Sorry about that, guys. I did not mean for that to happen. My God. Sorry. You were balancing on my butter dish, and so I think that's why you fell. Let me put you back. Yeah, okay, that's clearly not gonna work. So I think what I'm gonna do for you guys is move the butter dish out of the way and just lean you up against the spices, because I think, yeah, that works a lot better. So this is the pot that I use. I'm gonna go ahead and just sort of fill this with cold water so I can get to boiling. Because these babies need 14 minutes to cook. So, let's fill. So here is my pot filled with water. I'm just going to put it over here on the stove. And then I have my noodles here. I have to boil the water, which takes a bit of time. So I think I will pick up the camera again once the water is boiling. Because I think you probably don't want to just watch a video of me standing here waiting for this water to boil. So I will turn the camera on again when I boil the water. Bye. So guys, I changed my mind. I decided that instead of waiting for the water to boil to pick up the camera again, I'm just gonna show you what else is on the menu, and that is chicken nuggets and some fruit. So I am going to go and get some tinfoil real quick to line this tray with my toaster. Sorry guys, I thought my house was about to go on fire for a second, but everything's fine. Everything's fine. Let me get my tin. Got my tin foil here. I'm just gonna put it on the tray. This is basically just lining my tray with tin foil before I put the nuggets on it. And in case you're wondering, I do have the cheese powder from the mac and cheese right here. Already pre-measured because I already ate 2 portions of this in last week. I'm just going to get out my chicken nuggets really quick from the freezer. So, as you can tell, they're frozen, but we are going to cook them because I can't eat them when they're rock hard like this. So, as you can see, I'm just putting them on the tray. So, as you can see, got my nuggies on the tray. And I'm gonna go ahead and just put them in the toaster. I'm not gonna hit the toaster button yet because I wanna wait for the noodles to go in. But I can't do that yet because the water is not boiled yet. So I have to wait for the water to boil. And then I'm gonna put the noodles in and I'll turn on the toaster over here. So, yeah. let me just go ahead and put these in the toaster. So I have them in the toaster, and I'm not going to turn it on yet until the noodles go in. These are what my pasta noodles look like. It's just generic boxed noodle. I'm not going to show you the box they came from because I do not want to get sued for copyright. So, yeah. I think I will come back to you when the water's boiled and when things really get going. So, bye guys for now. Hey guys, I'm back. So the water is nearly boiling, which is awesome because I can finally get these cooking and get my beautiful chicken nuggets underway. I'm just gonna turn the toaster on real quick. I'm not gonna set the timer though, because I gotta wait to put the noodles in. But this water is taking such a long time to boil. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's my stove or what. Also, I know I look chopped today. I've had a lazy day all day. I've been in my pajamas all day and I've just been lazy. And this is my lazy dinner and I don't really care what everyone else thinks because this is me. This is my life. So, yeah. Just waiting for this water to boil, which I can see it's starting to boil. It's at a rolling boil right now. I have to wait for it to actually start, you know, boiling. And I know from an angle that looked like the 6-7 thing, I wasn't doing the 6-7 thing. Don't even start in my comment section, bro. Don't even start. Anyway. I can see the water is starting to boil. Just waiting for it to really rev up. I think I'm good to put the noodles in. I'm just gonna turn the flame down ever so slightly because I do not want my noodles to burn. So it does seem like the water's boiling, so the noodles are gonna go in. Yeah. I'm just making sure I'm not second guessing myself, guys. Noodles in. Okay, chicken nuggets are in too. They've been cooked for 14 minutes. Let me just stir the pasta. Okay. So my noodles are in, my chicken nuggets are cooking, and this is the bowl that I'm gonna eat my mac and cheese out of, in case you're wondering. And in this little white pouch is the cheese powder. I'm just waiting for everything to be done at this point. I have butter right here that I'm gonna use in my mac and cheese. One thing that I can do is get the strainer out because I do need to use that to strain water out of my noodles. So I have that, getting that into the sink in preparation for these noodles to be cooked. I'm just gonna mix them again. I'm also just praying that I don't boil over because I think I did put a little too much water in here. But we will see. If I have to put the flame lower, I'll put the flame lower. But matter of fact, I'm just gonna put it ever so slightly lower because I don't want it to boil over. That would suck. So there's 12 minutes left on the nuggies, and that means there's 12 minutes left on that because I'm timing it to perfection. What else can I talk to you guys about while all this happens? I'm on spring break, in case you're wondering, and I just took the SAT, so I'm like, thank you, Lord Jesus. I'm so glad to be done with that. Ooh, I can show you the cookies I baked today. Hello. They're beautiful, aren't they? They're Easter cookies. They're basically chocolate chip cookies, but instead of chocolate chips, I used Easter pastel M&Ms to make them, and they turned out so cute, and I'm in love with them. And I'm bringing them tomorrow to Philly to visit my family, so that's gonna be fun. Let me keep stirring these so they don't stick. It doesn't seem to be boiling over. I think I can turn the flame up just a bit. I don't want it to boil over, but I also want my noodles to cook, so it's tricky. Mac and cheese is temperamental, guys. Anyway. I guess because I'm gonna be putting the milk and the butter in that pot, I'm gonna just put my cheese powder in here. I will do that while those are cooking. Sorry, guys. My friend Charlotte just texted me. I love her so much. She's amazing. We've been texting all throughout spring break. She's awesome. Also, if anybody's wondering what the cheese powder looks like, that's what it looks like. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna check what my friend is saying. So I will be right back once these noodles are cooked, and yeah. Alright guys, we finally have some action. The noodles are done, so I'm just going to go ahead and drain them because I have to drain them. Oops. Some of the noodles dropped into the sink. It's okay. Everything's fine. Whew. Hot pan. Very hot pan. I mean, pot. What the? Oh no. Oh, I forgot the bottom of that's probably hot. I'm dumb. Okay. Now that the noodles are all drained, let me just make sure of that. I'm gonna pour these suckers. Ooh. Some of the noodles stuck to the colander. I hope they're cooked enough. I cooked them for 14 minutes, so I mean they should be cooked enough. But okay, it's time to coat the noodles with butter and a splash of milk. So I have my cheese powder right here. I'm gonna put that aside for now because I'm not using that yet. I'm gonna take a little bit of butter with this spoon and just put it in with the noodles, and then I'm going to get a splash of milk. I just use whole milk. You can use whatever milk you want. Lactose intolerant, avert your eyes because I'm about to use whole milk. Vegan teacher, avert your eyes. I just like whole milk. I'm not vegetarian. I'm not vegan. I'm just me. So I'm just gonna put a splash of milk in there, not too much. And then I'm going to just coat my noodles. In the butter and the milk. Okay, so that's done. Let me just put my milk back in the fridge. Okay, it is now time to put the two together. So, get my noodles in there. And the little bit of milk that went in there is good. It'll make it a little saucy, which I kind of like. I like my mac and cheese to be saucy. There's a little piece of noodle that got stuck. Okay, so now that we have the noodles in there, I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a mix and get the cheese powder mixed in. This is smelling abso-fucking-lutely incredible. Excuse my French, but I'm a sucker for good mac and cheese. I'm sorry. It's just a thing. I know my mac and cheese mixing technique. This works. And as you can see, the mac and cheese is done and it looks spectacular, as you can tell. So now I'm gonna go ahead and plate up my dinner, which of course I'll be filming for you guys. So let me just go ahead and clear my workspace a little here. Okay, so we have macaroni. Let me just get my plate for my dinner. And then because the chicken nuggets are perfectly cooked, may I add, they are just a wee bit hot for my fingers, and I already burned myself once today, so I'm going to just make my life easier and use them tongs. When in doubt, use them tongs. 1, 2, 3, and oh, my fourth nugget dropped on the floor. It's okay, because that's why we have the 5-second rule, and there was nothing dirty on my floor anyway, so. Chicken nuggets are here. So those tongs are gonna go in the sink because I just used them. That's off, the toaster's off. I need ketchup. And guys, I know I seem a little frazzled. I'm just incredibly tired. I've had a day of relaxation, but I'm still tired. I've been getting 5 hours sleep and doing what I need to do and whatnot, but I'm still tired. There we go. Oh, I just spilled ketchup. Don't cry over spilt milk. That's what they say. Oh my goodness. Can this just... There we go. I don't think okay. I'm just gonna clean up the ketchup that's on the counter because I don't want to leave a dirty kitchen for my mom when she gets back and my dad. Okay, it's like blood. I promise it's not blood. It's ketchup. I promise. Okay. So now we have that. I'm gonna just go ahead and get out my fruit of choice, which is an apple. So long as we have apples. And hopefully we do. Yay. So here's my beautiful apple. I'm gonna cut this up, and yes, you will see me do that. Let me just move my other dinner things out of the way. And here's my apple. Let me get my cutting board. I am gonna make my life so much easier. I'm not even going to use a knife to cut this apple. Watch, I will show you. What I'm gonna use. If I could find my stupid. I'm gonna use this doodad. This is an apple core that will core my apple for me. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting it right in the middle. Juicy sucker that one was. And then I'm just pushing down. So now I'm gonna bring my trusty plate back. And firstly, there we go, that's the core, ladies and gentlemen. And the rest of this is just yummy, delicious apple slices that I can eat with my dinner. So, core compost, because as most of the world and the United States probably knows by now, we have to compost. It's a lot. So, you know. So yeah, that's dinner, you guys. I just made my own dinner, and I will show it to you in all its glory. Give me one moment. So this is my dinner. It is apple slices with chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, and some ketchup to dip the nuggets. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please click like and subscribe, and in the comments, let me know what your favorite lazy dinner is. Mine is definitely this. Okay, mwah!